Okay, now welcome everyone. My name is Antonio Zimo, and in this episode, we are going to look at drop shipping. Okay, we are going to look at drop shipping. Now, a lot of people may be asking questions like, "What is drop shipping?" and "How can I start drop shipping business?" Now, I just want you to know this that drop shipping is like a supply chain management. Okay, it's a kind of supply chain management where the retailer does not keep goods in stock, but instead transfer the customer orders and then shipment details to the either the manufacturer or the wholesaler. Okay, who then ship the goods directly to the main customer. Now, what you need to understand about drop shipping is that you don't actually own the goods. That which you are selling, you are not the owner. You are just selling it on someone's behalf. Now, for example, someone has a shop where he sells footwears like shoes, palms, canvas, sandals, and all of that. Now, your work as a drop shipper is to make inquiries, advertise those shoes. You understand? Using your own name. Maybe you can create a brand name or a company name. For example, your name is Charles, and you are using Charles Shoes Enterprise or something like that. Now, don't forget the shoes are not yours. You now go to the, you now create a Facebook group or a WhatsApp group, or if possible, you create a website like an e-commerce store where you sell the same product owned by a different person who sells that shoe. Now, when you advertise your brand using those shoes, people can then make inquiry, like make an order. Oh, I want to buy this shoe, I like it. Now, when the person makes an order, you then send the message straight to the person who owns that shoe, and then the person will then deliver. First of all, the person will pay you. Then you then send the money to the owner of those shoes. Then the owner of those shoes then send the shoes to the customer who made the purchase. So that's how dropshipping works. Now, looking at this image right now, you can see exactly what dropshipping is all about. Now, that house over there is your store. The customer is by the left, the supplier is by the right. Now, the customer will contact you, pay you, and then make the purchase. You then keep the money, contact the supplier, send the money to the supplier, then the supplier will then send the goods straight to the customer. You see, it's very easy. So, the thing is, how can you make money from this drop shipping since that money is not yours and you're not the owner of the product? It's just the same thing with affiliate marketing. Okay, it's the same thing with affiliate marketing, but in a different way altogether, in a traditional way, in a manual way. Okay, now this is how you make money. You first of all have an agreement with the supplier, the owner of those products. Now, the supplier will then tell you how much you are going to earn. After that, you tell the supplier how much you are going to earn. You get a commission from each product that is being purchased by the customer. For example, if the shoe is worth $1,000, you as the drop shipper, you are going to earn like 10% commission, which is 100 dollars. Yeah, that's 10%. 100 yeah, 10%, $100. So when you earn $100 from the $1,000, then the supplier takes $900. You earn $100 from the product. So that's how you earn. Okay. Now, this is how dropshipping works. You don't need to start any amount of money, because there are those who use e-commerce store to do their dropshipping business, but you don't necessarily need an e-commerce store. An e-commerce store is just like a website like Jumia, Amazon, Gigi, Konga, and the rest, where people sell products online. Okay, so you don't necessarily need all those platforms, but you can still sell through those platforms, but you don't need to create yours. You can just run yours using Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, and the rest. So now let's look at the basics of this drop shipping. Now this is how it works. Let me zoom this a little bit. This is how it works. The customer first will place an order. Okay, the customer place an order. That's the first stage. The second stage is that the retailer forwards order to the supplier. Now you are the retailer. Okay, you are just acting as the retailer. Now, when the customer makes the purchase or order, then you forward that order to the supplier, telling the supplier, oh, a customer just made a purchase of this product. Hope is still available. The person has already paid. Now, when the payment is being confirmed, the supplier will then fulfill the order. The supplier ships the product to the customer. Very simple. That's how it works. Okay. So you don't need any money to start dropshipping. You don't need any money to start dropshipping, unless if you want to maybe go to the high level where you have to create an e-commerce store and sell through the e-commerce store. That's where you need money. Let me say money for your data, for your internet subscription and all of those things. That's the only money that you need. You don't need a huge amount of money for you to start dropshipping. And another good thing is that you can even sell more products, both digital products and non-digital products. Okay, you can sell any product at all, any product at all. You can easily sell any product at all. So you don't necessarily need to waste a huge amount of money. And also, I have many people who made money from this drop shipping. I know a friend of mine who sells a product. Products that are too expensive, and he's still earning from it. He sells all these fashion, wears, all these clothes, shoes, wristwatches. And when you ask him how much do you sell all those things, 10k, 30k, 50k, 100k. Expensive food, and you see people making the purchase. So he earns a good amount of money from selling these products, helping those who are into these businesses just to advertise them, and you get a commission from them. Now, first of all, you have to contact the supplier. Okay, you have to contact the owner of those products, telling him or her that you want to advertise this product online. You want to do drop shipping for him or her, and there's no way they will say no. You understand? That's not because it is win-win. Okay, it is win-win because the supplier has to stay in his work or shop or whatever. Then you do the job for him, helping him to advertise the product. So it is a win-win both for the customer, for you, and also for the supplier. Okay, so dropshipping is a very lucrative business with zero capital. You don't need to invest much. So let's look at the benefits of this dropshipping. Now let's look at the advantages. That's the benefit. Number one is low investment. I've already said it. You don't need to start any money at all. You don't need any startup for you to venture into dropshipping. But if you need any money at all, then it should be money for your subscription, then maybe an e-commerce store in case if you want to create an e-commerce store. Okay. Now another thing is that it saves time and money as well. Okay, it saves time and money. Now, if you want to venture into dropshipping, you don't need a shop. Okay, you don't need a shop, you don't need a store, you don't need a warehouse where you pack all those products, because number one is that they are not yours. All those products are not yours. Okay, those products are not yours. So you don't need any store, a warehouse. You can just sit at the comfort of your home and you start advertising those products. So that whenever the customer makes a purchase, then you then forward the orders straight to the supplier. Then the supplier will then send the product straight to the customer. Very simple. Okay. Now another thing is a flexibility location. You don't need to stay at a place just like other people who sell goods and services, and you always see them staying in a particular place then so where they can move from one place to the other. But you as a dropshipper, you can even travel as you are doing your dropshipping business. Okay, it doesn't require you to stay at a place, start advertising. You can stay anywhere For example, if you are in Chicago, you can advertise a product that is being produced or being sold in Washington. If you are in Sydney, you can advertise a product that is in Wesley or Queensland. Even if you migrate to UK from the country where you are living or to any country at all, you can easily sell those products. So it does not require you to stay at a particular location before selling products. You can stay anywhere. Okay, you can just advertise it in anywhere. It does not require you to stay at a place and advertise a particular location. So let's move to the fourth one. That is many selling options. Now you can sell many products. Okay, as a retailer, you can sell many products, even if it is shoes, clothes, bags, um, care products, electronics, phone accessories, and all of that. You can sell any product. So imagine if you're selling like 20 products. Check how much you are going to make from each commission of the product being sold. So that's a lucrative business. Now, another thing is this: you don't need any website. Okay, you don't need any website for you to venture into dropshipping. You don't need any website. But in case if you need to, maybe if you want to create a website, or maybe if you want to use some existing e-commerce store, then you can use Jumia, you can use Gigi, you can use Amazon as well. Okay, even though the products are not yours, but you can upload them there and sell. Okay, so you don't need much. So let's move into the next episode.